Hello internet and welcome to today's video. We're going to be going over my Inktober drawings, kind of in like a sketchbook tour kind of vibe thing, just so you can get a good idea of what I did, what it was like. So without further ado, let's get into it. So for day one, the prompt was poisonous, and I decided to draw a mushroom, but like I didn't want to just draw mushrooms, so I made it like a little mushroom witch girl thing. I really liked the way that it turned out. Day two, the prompt was tranquil, and this was one of the longer drawings that I did. I probably spent more time on this one than a lot of the other ones I did, just because the line work was so detailed. And honestly, what is more tranquil than like a little kitty having a nap? So that's what I decided to draw, also because cats are adorable, and honestly, what else do I ever draw? So I used a lot of cross-hatching, and I really love the texture of the background, and I think I want to do more stuff like that. Then for day three, the prompt was roasted, so I drew a little kitty cat again, just because it was a cute idea, roasting a little fish over a little bonfire, and I really like the quality of the drawing and the way I shaded the background. Then for Inktober day 4, the prompt was spell, and I just wanted to keep this one simple because I didn't really have a lot of time, so I didn't want to put too much thought into it, so I just did like misty, spelly stuff. Then for day 5, the prompt was chicken, and I didn't want to do a non-literal interpretation just because it's one of the very few prompts that's an actual thing and not so much an abstract concept. So I drew actual chickens, and it's not something I draw very often, but I really had fun drawing these little chickens with all their cute little patterns and stuff like that. So I really liked how this one turned out. More simple, but again, just kind of loved it. Then for day 6, the prompt was drool or drooling. Can't really remember. And so I drew a little cute little bulldog. I love this one so much. Then for day 7, the prompt was exhausted, so I drew a little sleeping fox in his little burrow for the winter. My only issue with this drawing was I really struggled composition-wise to like connect the two halves of the drawing, which you'll see now. But otherwise I really like how it turned out. I did get some advice from a really nice person on Instagram who said that I should probably connect the roots under the ground to like trees in the top bit, which in reflection is actually a very good suggestion. Then for day 8 of Inktober, the prompt was star, and again, I didn't want to just draw stars or constellations or something like that, so I drew a little witchy girl with a magic wand. Then for day 9, the prompt was precious, and honestly all I could think of was Gollum, but I wanted to avoid drawing a little Gollum, so I drew a scene from The Secret Garden, which is one of my favourite books from my childhood. Then for Inktober day 10, the prompt was flowing, so I chose to do like a little storm in a teacup type vibe with loads of flowing lines. This one is my least favourite one, just because I had like zero time and zero sleep and I was super tired. I think doing it again could help. Then for Inktober day 12, the prompt was whale, so I drew again literal whales. I really like the texture of the sea, and I used the same kind of technique I did as the drawing with the fox. Then for day 13, which was guarded, I decided to draw a little house with a fence around it, like you're protecting your property kind of thing. And you know, like some people are very protective over their house and don't love it when people come in. So this one you actually see me sketching it, and ironically I changed the drawing completely after the sketch, and after I filmed the sketch, but I really like how the final one turned out. I think the composition's great, and I'm super proud of that cute little house. Like, look at its little roof shutters. I did smudge it a bit with an eraser, which annoys me a little, but overall I think I did a really good job. Then for day 14, the prompt was clock, which was an interesting one, and I really liked the way it turned out. I just felt like I was running out of time, so I kind of drew that feeling. Day 15, which was weak, you know, like your weakness is going for a burger or something. I didn't have a lot of time, and I think I could have done better, but it is what it is. Then for day 15, the prompt was angular, So I decided to use the prompt for like more of a style guide than necessarily a subject guide. So I tried to draw this character using mostly straight lines or like very geometric shapes, and I think it worked out really well, and I really, really like the effect it gave to the drawing. So I think this is something that I might try again in the future, just because it was super fun to do. And look how cute this little guy is. I'm really proud of him. Then for day 16, the prompt was swollen, so I did a really fat little kitty cat, just because look how cute he is. For day 18, the prompt was bottle, so I used this as a great excuse to draw a bunch of antique perfume bottles with faces, because why not? Then for day 19, the prompt was scorched, so I decided to draw a little portrait of someone who'd gone on vacation and in their shorts and t-shirt got sunburned, and now they have unfortunate tan lines. So for day 20, the prompt was breakable, so I decided to draw this little mouse who lives in a little glass terrarium, so his home is pretty breakable. And then for day 21, the prompt was drain. This one is one of my favorites. I just really love the way it turned out, and it's like she's filled with water, which was kind of the goal. Then for day 22, the prompt was expensive, and honestly, what is more expensive than the monarchy? So that's what I drew. Then for day 23, I did a little piglet rolling around in some mud because the prompt was muddy. Very original, this Inktober, I think. But I really love the illustrations I did. Then for day 24, the prompt was chop, so I decided to draw someone cutting off all of their hair into a short haircut, like chopping it all off. For day 25, the prompt was prickly, so honestly, anyone who knows me knows that I will use any excuse to draw some cacti or succulents, and this day was the day when I could use that, when I could use the prompt as an excuse. Then for day 26, the prompt was stretched, so keeping with the theme of drawing cats this Inktober, I decided to draw a little sketchy, stripy kitty. I really love the composition of this one, and I think it overall just works very well. For day 27, I decided to draw like kind of a portrait of someone in the clouds during a thunderstorm, just because. For day 28, the prompt was gift, and I was clearly in the mood for drawing rain, because I decided to make it like the gift of rain kind of thing to plants, because they needed to survive, and it's like super important. I don't know, I just really loved the composition that I did for this one, and overall I'm very proud of the way it turned out. Also, Sharpie works better on the sketchbook paper that I was using than Copic marker, so I used it for the rest of Inktober, and I should have started using Sharpies way earlier. But lesson for anyone else, please test your materials before you actually start Inktober. Then for day 29, the prompt was double, so I decided to draw like a kind of playing card type composition, and just kind of repeat the same drawing back to front. Then for day 30, the prompt was jolt, and I decided to draw like an electric eel, just because I couldn't find another way to draw something that was electric, and I really liked the way it turned out. Then the last day was slice, and I wanted to keep it as simple as possible for the last day, so I just kind of did a slice down her face with flowers on the one side and facial features on the other. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.